Doctor, emotion, thought, they go together. So what we feel, it comes out as an emotion. A thought that comes in the mind, it shows up as an emotion. And today I think, again, when psychology, emotion, all these things come hand in hand. And somewhere depression, anxiety, stress, anger, jealousy, it is also growing. But in the present world, it is a beautiful thing that even other emotions, like for example, say if we call this the lower emotions, the higher emotions like gratitude, devotion, empathy, compassion is also growing in the world. So how do we balance out? Because emotion can create anything in life. So how do we, I don't know how to tell it also. Can we control emotions? Let me ask you this question. Can we control emotions?
The first thing is, what's the origin of emotions?
Mm-hmm.
Emotions can be inherited.
Mm-hmm.
Like all animals carry their emotions.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that, they are able to survive.
Mm-hmm.
And they are able to eat and pray, many things.
Yes.
Most of the good amount of things are acquired. Like in human beings, more of acquired emotions we develop. Stress, depression, anxiety. These are all because we are leading our life in the future, or we are into the past because of the past worries, bad and sad memories,
Trauma,
childhood trauma, or any trauma. Then we have too much of injury, psychological injuries, because of the relationships. Mainly that relationships comes into picture. So these emotions we need to understand. First, emotions either inherited, nothing can be done. It is a survival
instinct that we have.
And it is good for us. These acquired emotions is basically, it's a impacted thoughts.
Okay.
Where we develop chemistry in the body. Yes. There is a lot of chemicals produced when we are into certain emotions, like if there is a divorce, unhappiness. There are a lot of unfavorable chemistry, and favorable chemistry also we develop happiness, joy, celebration. We develop favorable emotions.
Absolutely.
So basically, emotions are there, emotional self, we call it as bhavakasha. Inside that those thoughts is 99.999% empty like stuff.
Okay.
So whether it is a physical body, a psychological body, or emotional body, it doesn't make a much difference. So only we need to identify first emotions, then analyze, then label it, then start regulating or controlling it, then express your emotions.
Okay.
These are all the things where we can take care of emotional self.
Okay.
We need to be aware all these things has to go on.
Okay.
If there is some anger, once the anger comes into picture, there are a lot of chemicals.
Yes.
In that emotional outburst, we should not talk. At least, as a human being, come to that beingness inside, that is the present, what you are. Once if you come to at least about 20 seconds, if you are able to analyze, that's why that procedure. First identify, analyze, label, and then regulate. So by that time, 20 seconds will be over, all your chemicals might have come down. Then your way of reaction is entirely a different one.
Okay. So basically, doctor, it is so wonderful that once we just take back, there is an outburst that happens, but if you can stay silent and introspect a little, the way you react to the situation will be very different from reacting immediately.
Reflecting. You will become responsible.
Yes. So once you
response.
Yes,
rather than react.
Okay. So once you reflect, you become more responsible also, and you don't react to the situation. So therefore, I think, as you say, doctor, once the most important thing is, just sit back and realize what it is. So naturally things will come down, and as you say, some are inherited, some are acquired. So once we know what is inherited, what is acquired, inherited can never be changed. Acquired, we definitely have control. We can always sit back and think and react, or not react, respond to the situation. So I think emotion also plays a very
important role. Actually, more important is we need to understand, be in the present, we say. Present means we have the subjective part where you are silent. The objective part, body, mind, ecosystem and emotions comes into picture. It's one of the, emotion becomes one object there. So as a subject, you can control the object.
Okay.
Theoretically, it is so nice, but it's difficult to only by practice.
Yes.
By education, by understanding, by practicing, we need to develop.
So it's like an ongoing process. It is like a journey. It is not a destination wherein I can tell, okay, I have arrived. No, it is a journey that we go on throughout our life, where we go on bettering ourselves. I think every situation, every circumstance, as we start aging, that I would like to ask, as we start aging, Shashidhar, like slowly, the emotions, of course, though we have a surge of emotions, yet we stop reacting and we start responding.
Yeah, because in childhood and in the younger age, there is a prefrontal cortex, amygdala, there are some hippocampus, there is reflex, there is a pathways. It takes, like a regular thought, it will take 100 seconds. In emotion, it takes 50 seconds.
Okay.
There's a shortcut.
Okay.
Short circuit will happen to you.
Okay.
So in emotions, that's why you are so impulsive. So as the brain develops, prefrontal cortex, usually after 24 years, it is well developed, then we can definitely control and regulate our emotions as a human being.
Okay, so I think we are blessed that way, because as a human being, we have the freedom also to realize these things, and just not like any other animal, we need not be, we need not react to a situation. So as you say, I think as we start aging, we also start developing the brain starts developing, and naturally the way we respond to a situation also starts developing. And one more question, doctor, even devotion is an emotion, and gratitude is an emotion, empathy is an emotion, compassion is also an emotion. So these emotions, they create some sort of a different chemistry in the body once again. Could you...
Favorable chemistry, like dopamine is produced, then serotonin is produced. When you have a higher emotions, love is a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Then we have altogether different chemicals released. Unfavorable chemicals when we are in lower emotions, anger, anxiety, depression. There are so many adrenaline, cortisol, so many things are released, which are all unfavorable for the body. When we are in the higher emotions, we develop a different kind of chemistry which gives a bliss for us, which gives happiness for us, and it's very much required for the whole humanity.
Yes. So true, doctor. And actually, as you say, the chemistry of the body, when it changes, I think how I respond to a situation, it also changes drastically. And we start thinking and then responding rather than just reacting to a situation. So an emotion is also an integral part of a human being, and how to take care of it and what are the emotions. You have spoken so beautifully about it, doctor. And thank you so much.
Thank you.